Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Sim 25 and welcome back to our Calmland Survival Challenge. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight just woke up, got me a little cup of tea to warm myself up on this crisp winter morning. We're going to go ahead and go outside. We're going to get ourselves ready to go. Our chickens are probably going to need to get some food and we'll get that started real quick shortly. But we'll go ahead and sell off our eggs as well. You guys know the deal. Go ahead and get those sold. Now, there ain't a whole lot to do in December. We've already fed our cattle. We've got their straw over there as well. Speaking of straw, one of you guys mentioned, rightfully so, in the last episode, that we've been missing out on an opportunity to sell off our straw, and mainly because I just haven't done it yet. But we're leaving about 70,000 liters worth of straw in the silos for the cattle, and we're going to run these presumably to the animal dealer, actually. Who is going to buy our straw at the highest price? Looks like they are going to be basically anywhere. Animal dealer, farmer's market, all of them the same. So I guess we're going to go to the farmer's market. We'll sell off our straw. We got almost 2 million liters of straw that we've made from our wheat fields since we started this, saving up the straw. But our cattle should have plenty of straw over there. I had just filled them up with 25,000 liters of straw, and then, like I said, we got about 70,000 liters left in the old silo. But it took forever to get this almost 2 million liters of straw out of the silo. I wish they would fix that. I wish they would allow the silos to dump a little bit quicker. Because it takes forever. But that's alright. We'll get over here. We'll drop off our straw. Hopefully we'll make a boatload of money in the process. Obviously I'm not looking for a lot of money. But any money's going to be a good thing. We got $122,000 in the bank. During the winter time, the main thing that I'm looking for is hopefully we make enough money over the next couple of months selling off our silage that we can actually end up making or buying a couple more pieces of property before we extend our soybean field, because I would love to make that soybean field even larger. That's our goal for today. We already bought property a couple of episodes ago, or last episode, I can't remember. But we haven't extended the soybean field yet, because I like to do that in the wintertime. But should be able to just drop this right over here. Obviously, unloading it's going to be a lot quicker than loading it, thanks to the almost instantaneous unload. But I can't wait to see how much money we make off this. Should be a decent amount. Apparently it isn't instantaneous unload at the moment. Might have to look into that. But still unloading very quickly, so it's not that big a deal. Plus we're making a decent amount of money, so that's always a good thing. And just like that, all of our straw is gone. We made $93,269 plus an extra $11,600 in environmental. So all together making $104,000, almost $105,000 off of that straw. That's actually a lot more than I was going to assume that we were going to get. But yeah, good call on the straw. Appreciate you guys always keeping me honest, making sure that I'm aware of what we should be and should not be doing. I know we had the straw, but I didn't realize we had so much of it. We had almost 2 million liters in the silos, so we don't need all that for the cattle at the moment. Currently, we still only have the 60 head of cattle that we bought initially. But they're growing up, they're starting to reproduce, so they're going to start to take over pretty quickly. I forgot, cattle take a long time to reproduce, man. I mean, it makes sense, but still. Hopefully they'll make us a lot of money, though, with their milk that they're going to be making. But we're going to go ahead and get this thing back over to the farm. And we should be able to go forward into, like January, March. Like, I don't think there's anything else that we're selling off during the wintertime. I think the main thing would be to go forward into March. We can buy our couple of new slots of property. I mean, we're making about $74,000 a month currently. Selling off our silage, selling off all of our produce that we make out of our gardens, selling off our eggs every month. Like, we're making a decent amount of money. which is good. That means our plan has worked up to this point. Can't really complain. But yeah, let's go ahead and drop this right here. Oh, actually, before I forget, let's go ahead and hook this up to the chicken coop. The trailer that we got for it. I'd like to get a couple more of these trailers so I ain't got to constantly swap back and forth between what I want. I'd also like to get a little cheap tractor that we could post over on the other side. So like if we get one trailer for like TMR, one trailer for straw, have a tractor over there by them, I think that would go a long ways. But there you have it, folks. We have plenty. We got 48,000 liters of wheat left in there. These guys are all full, good to go. We'll go ahead and shut down our case. And let's go ahead and go forward. Like I said, I think the main thing for us right now is we're going to wait out the winter until about March, and then we'll go over and do our field expansion. But yeah, I don't think we have anything else we got to do anyway. All right, it is officially March. It is a beautiful late winter, early spring morning out here on the farm. The chickens are doing their thing. They've got plenty of food. I did realize that we are actually missing out on a little bit of milk production right now because I'm a dum-dum, and I forgot that we need to pick up our milk. So yeah, we need to go do that. One of the things that's going to require, though, is a barrel of some sort. Now, I don't remember if this truck can actually pick up a barrel, but we're going to need that. Let's go ahead and check. Oh my God, there's a Klaus Xerion 4200 capable of, I mean, it starts out with 530 freaking horsepower. Like, if we swap this to the US, it's currently got the, what is design line? Oh no, I kind of like that look better, to be perfectly honest. It's got 2,200 kilogram front weight. I mean, I'm not a Kloss person, but $251,000 for that thing. We could sell off our old tractor, because like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Fendt. I'll be real honest. If we sell off the Fendt and pick up this Kloss, I think that would be worth 55% off. I think we do it, guys. I think we actually do that. Little things that come out of nowhere, but are a big deal, because that tractor has been driving me crazy for a while. All right, let's fire up the case. We're going to go and try to do that right off the bat. We're going to send this thing. Is there anything else that I need to take up there while I'm thinking about it? Not really. Okay. So we're going to take this thing up to the top. We got to buy one of those barrels, so let's do that real quick. Should be under here, and then it'll be the Lizard Colossus trailer. It can hold all the things. Or, sorry, the Lizard TARDIS trailer. We're going to go with the max capacity, 200,000 liters, and we will make this white so that it reflects the fact that it is a milk trailer. And then we'll pick that up, take it over to our cattle farm, and fill it up with milk. Now, the other thing is, like, do we have any way, like, is there a dairy production on the map already? Like, is there anything up here? It's grain silos. I mean, that's a gas station, cooperative, and then this, of course, is going to be the... Yeah, I don't think there really is. I was hoping there'd be some sort of dairy production, but there's not. It might be about time for us to be thinking about what can we do with our milk, right? I didn't think that we were there yet, but we are full. We got 50,000 liters of milk. Now, if we were to sell off our milk as milk, let's take a look at that real quick. So, prices. If we go down to milk, it's just regular old cow's milk. It isn't bottled or anything like that. We can get $763 per 1,000 liters in October. So late in the year sort of deal. No place is actually buying milk as is. So we need to at least bottle it. Then it can be sold for $638 in January at the whatchamacallit, at the farmer's market. So we have to at least bottle it. But what about cheese? Cheese is the other thing. Now you should be able to turn it into cheese. Cheese sells for a lot more. And that sells at the farmer's market as well. So how much is, I mean, if we just go straight into it, how much is like a dairy production? If we go down to factories, like we want a dairy. So dairy, $210,000 for that. We're going to have to think about it. We got other plans to do right now. Like I want to expand our soybean field. We'll get this barrel dropped off over at the dairy farm. And we'll hop in the fence, drive it up to the top, and fix and sell off the fence, and then try to buy that cloth. Not a big fan of cloths, but it's hard to pass up such a nice tractor for 55% off. And like I said, I've been getting driven nuts by that fence that keeps flipping over on me every time I turn around because it just turns on a dime. Yeah, we'll take this over to the dairy farm and at least fill this, or take all the milk out of the dairy farm that's currently there. There's a mama cow. Looking pretty healthy out there. Alright, let's spin this sucker around. I don't want to fill it with slurry. I want to fill it with milk. Alright, there we go. So we got 50,000 liters of milk. We'll go ahead and fill that up. And now, while that's doing that, we don't need to be here for it, so we're going to go ahead and drive this back across the bridge to the other side. Take our little shortcut through here. And then that fence needs to be swapped out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's been a good tractor for us, and we did get it on sale. But overall, I hate how it keeps flipping over. So we're going to go ahead and trade this thing in and go get us a brand new articulating tractor. Just because it's less obnoxious overall. Like I said, this is not a bad tractor, but the way it turns drives me crazy because it always ends up binding up on our planter and then it just flips over on me and drives me crazy. So we don't want that anymore. But she's been a good tractor for us. We've put a lot of hours on it since we bought it. She's done everything we needed her to do, but all good things must come to an end. And she's going to go get traded in. We get a new piece of equipment. Our first ever Kloss. I've never owned a Kloss, I don't think. I'm trying to think of one time where I bought a Kloss. I don't think I've ever bought a Kloss. But I'm not above buying stuff that's on sale, especially if it's, you know, going forward. I don't think we ever did upgrade the engine on this thing all the way. I think we kept it right around the 500 horsepower or whatever this thing starts with. But hopefully we'll get a decent payday out of this, and then we can buy the new piece of equipment for essentially free. We've got $453,000 right now. We'll see if we end up less than that or more than that when we buy the new piece of equipment. Hopefully more. Hopefully we'll be able to trade this in and get a little bit of extra money in the bank for the articulated tractor. So we come out as a net positive there. Well, only time will tell. But we're here. Go ahead and bring her to a stop. We're going to repaint and repair it. A $3,000 repair bill plus $97,000. $98,000 really. That is what are you painting? Good Lord. That is the most expensive paint job I've ever heard of, man. You putting diamonds in that thing? Good Lord. Alright, that's a lot of money. Good news is we know we'll get that money back, but good Lord. Alright, so we had about $450,000. We're going to go ahead and sell this off. That's $287,000 in the bank. Let's go ahead and get that. And now we are going to buy that Kloss. Like I said, we're going to go for the US version. Standard additional weight. I'm not going to go with the design line. Like, I don't know. I just don't like this. I get it. It's like a billet grill and all that stuff. Is there anything else that changes? I don't think so. I think it's just that. I kind of like the black, to be honest. I think it looks better that way. GPS can be the Kloss GPS or a John Deere GPS. I think we'll stick with the Kloss. We can change the collar, which is surprising. I thought that Kloss was stuck with these. I hate the Kloss collar, to be honest. But I don't feel like we should change it. I really don't. So $291,000. I mean, we are going to come out a little bit shorter than where we were. But considering, I mean, we're going to have 530 horsepower now. That's a big deal. Like, that's going to be a good tractor for us. And it's articulating. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up. So yeah, we end up a little bit shorter than what we would like. But look at this beast of a tractor. Look at that thing. Oh wait, I thought this was an articulating tractor. Is this not an articulating tractor? This might not be an articulating tractor at all. It's just a quad track. Okay, well, fair. I thought it was an articulating tractor. But clearly not. Yeah, it's got steering tracks. Interesting. Alright. I'm here for it though. Like I said, the main thing is I'm tired of tipping over and flipping on my my Fendt. So I'll take this. I will take this. What's it look like on the inside? Alright, not bad. Kind of reminds me of like a Toyota Corolla, to be honest. Like old school, like 90s Toyota Corolla. But today should be a big day for us, man. I'm looking forward to the expansion. Because we should still have enough money in the bank, even after buying this behemoth. We should still have enough money in the bank to go ahead and pick up the next two pieces of property which means that we're about to make that soybean field absolutely redonkulous. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. Ain't gonna lie. It's got 24 hours on it, so it's actually a little bit newer than our other tractor was. And overall, I mean, we didn't really spend that much for it. What did we spend? About $100,000 extra? I mean, that seems like a lot when you think about it like that. But yeah, we ended up spending about an extra $100,000 to get this. But $100,000 for a tractor like this? It's not bad. I think that's a good deal. I guess only time will tell if this deal will pay off. But she's going to be a workhorse for us. And I think it's going to work out in the long run. Now, the one thing that I didn't look at, and I completely forgot about, was does this thing come with the Isaria Pro Compact? Because that's kind of important. Whoopsie. It does not seem to have the Isaria Pro Compact. That's a problem. I should have paid more attention to that, huh? How's that going to work with everything that we got? Is that going to work for our, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Usually you need a crop sensor to use the precision farming side of things. I might have just goofed us. I'll be real honest. That may have been an oopsie. For sure. But I can't worry about that at this moment. We got bigger fish to fry. And by bigger fish, I mean it's time to buy our next pieces of property, which are going to be these two pieces right here. And that's going to also allow us to expand our grass field and finish this grass field off finally. So, yeah, let's go ahead and buy this one. That's $185,000. And then we should be able to buy this one, $160,000. It doesn't leave much room in the books. I get it. We're broke. But look how much extra field space we just got. We more than doubled the size of our soybean field. We're going to be able to finish off this grass field by hitting this corner finally, and then also coming up here and doing all of this. So we're gonna be much better off in the grand scheme of things. But for the moment, I guess now's a great time to bust out the brand new cloths, hook it up to the plow, and go do some ripping. Let's take this thing over and hook it up to our plow, shall we? This thing gonna pull this like it ain't nobody's business. Although the colors of this plow are now matching more with the Fendt. But it's not that far off. Just a little bit darker green. I guess let's go ahead and start with our grass field, because that won't take very long. We'll be able to easily knock this out. Alright, we are going to allow create fields. Set her down. Now obviously we're going to have to replant the area that gets kind of busted here, but we are finally going to be able to finish this grass field. Alright, that's this corner finally done. Now we'll head up and do the top section of the grass field. Wait, what? Oh my god, we're all the way up into there? I didn't realize that. I think what it is, we're like right on the border of the... Hold on. I just turn in here. Yeah. So we're fine there. Leaving us a little bit of a gap between the trees so that we don't have to run into any issues there. Go ahead and fold this out. Try to make it as little impact on the actual grass field as possible.
got a fresh tank full and a dream this big. Pulling out the plow with a rebel's grin. Gonna make this field stretch to next of kin. Lines so long they don't ever end. Ripping through the dirt like I'm settling a vendetta again. Neighbors stop to stare, jaws hitting the floor. Soybean kingdom's knocking on the door. Rip it wide, tear that ground. Rolling like thunder as we shake this town. From creek to ridge, let the diesel cry. 110 acres and we're reaching the sky. Rip it wide, let them know this field's gonna steal the whole show. No fence line safe, no corner spare. We're claiming this land with zero cares. Map says stop, but I say go. Putting steel in the soil where the wild grass grow. My hands are rough, my will is set. That soybean sun ain't rising yet. No break room, no slowing down. We're etching out history in the stubborn ground. From the hill to the holler, from tree line to stream. Turning little fields into a big time dream. Rip it wide, carve that line. Stretching out roads till the stars align. From dawn till dusk, we're breaking free. Turning flat land into legacy. Rip it wide, let it ride. This plow's got pride in a countryside. Watch that dirt fly like it's got wings. We're building fields fit for farming kings. Got the wind at my back and a bite in the blade. This old machine was born to invade. No plot too stubborn, no patch too tough. We ain't stopping till the field's big enough. Rip it wide, make it loud. We're rolling in deep, we're working it proud. From field to field, we raise that bar. This soybean stretch will be seen from Mars. Rip it wide, let them see what it takes to farm like a legacy. One pass at a time, no shame, no fear. Biggest field this farm's seen in years.
I bought that land with a steely grin. Double the field, now we're digging in. Soybean stretched from creek to sky. Ain't no slope gone to make me cry. Jacket dry. Rolling through the rise, got the hills in sight. That vent don't flinch, you pull just right. Planting dreams in a sea so wide, our wrist don't pause. It takes that ride, Chevy drive. Track wheels grip like a diesel dream. Valve trot trailing like a soybean stream. Dust kicks up, but I ain't slowing down. I'm king of this hill, and I wear that crown. Burning diesel, humming low. Gears keep turning row by row. This ain't work, it's how I play. Carving legends any clay, any clay. Rolling through the rise, got the hills inside. That vent don't flinch, you pull just right. Planting dreams in a sea so wide, my crest don't pause. It takes that ride, caddy trail. So next time the hill tries to hold me back, I'll grin, drop gears, and stay on track. Tritty-tat. Tritty-tat.
All right, so we've got this all planted up. So this grass field's going to grow in nice. Again, we are going to skip the very first normal cut of the year. Instead of cutting in April, we will cut in June, which means that we'll only get 2 cuts off the field this year, but that's fine. It's not that big a deal. We still have the other 2 fields we can cut, and then we'll cut those up. But this first field here will take a little bit longer than usual. We will get this back over to the farm, drop it off, and check in on our AI that's working on that other field. I'm no expert, but it seems to be making a mess. We'll have to check in on him. I was trying to save us a little bit of time in the next episode of having to weed that field. But Seems like that's not going to be the case. Go ahead and park this right here, though, for the time being. All right. Drop that. Alright, let's take this back over there and see if we can't finish what we started. Alright, so we've officially got it all done. Trying to get through here is going to be a problem, so we're going to have to go all the way around, which is fine with me, but I can't believe how big this field has gotten. We're gonna check it out in a moment, but I want to get this thing back to the farm first. There's a couple little spots that were missed, and I just can't be bothered to go back and look at, or to go fix them. Yeah. It's not going to hurt anything in the grand scheme of things, because it is already the field. It'll plant just fine. There may be a weed or two that pops up in those little spots, but it's not going to hurt the overall yield of the field. At least I don't think so. You won't notice anyway. But we'll get through here, get this over. Our grass field should be already ready to go. In the next episode, we are going to be planting our massive soybean field. I can't, dude. That's going to take a while. I ain't gonna lie. That is gonna take a little while. I mean, the good news is that planter with that hitch can go a little bit faster, but that's still gonna take a while. Because it took a while with something that's 22 meters and working with. Go ahead and drop this off over here. A little equipment storage area. A little bit too hot on that turn. Go ahead and drop that down. Shut her down. All right. Let's take a look at this. We're going to save. We're going to fly over there and take a look at that gigantic field. Just look at this. Just in case you guys forgot how big this field is now. I mean, look at the size of that field. To put it into perspective, the old field ended like right here. Right on the corner. Right? And it was already a pretty good sized field. Now it's absolutely bonkers. And we still got bigger plans to go. Like, I want to take this all the way up into this area up here. Like, I want this field to finish coming up here to the corner. So, I'm excited, but let's do a little bit of math and see how many acres is in this field. So, we've got this one, 15.74 acres, 5, so that'd be about 21 acres total. Then we've got another 17, so that'd be 38 acres. And then you've got a little bit here, so we'll throw another, what, maybe 2 acres on there, so we'll call that 40 acres. Okay. Then we got another 19.67. Some of that is taken up, so we'll call it 18 acres. We'll call it 17 acres. How about that? So that would put us at roughly, oh God, what did I say it was? I mean, that's like 57 acres, somewhere in that neighborhood. I think we were at 40 acres. Then another 7.3 puts us at like 58 acres. Or wait, if we were at 40 acres and we just added 17, that'd be 57. So then this extra 7.3 would put us at about 74. And then 17.2 puts us at about 80, 90, 101 acres, maybe 102. And then this one's another 19 acres. Not all of that, obviously, is this field, so we'll call this 16 acres. So we're looking at somewhere between 110 and 120 acre field. That's pretty bonkers. I know it's not all showing up on the map yet, but that's because we haven't saved and quit and come back. We will go ahead and do that. All right, so now it should show up on the map, and there you have it. Look at the size of that field. That is bonkers. And our new grass field is showing up as well, which I really like the way that's come out. But I think that is the perfect place to go ahead and call it. We will have to buy all of this, and that means we're going to be in debt, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we have enough money, but it's fine, because as soon as we go forward, we'll have enough money. There we go. All right, now we have all of our area picked up. We're only $34,000 in the hole, but that should change the moment that we go forward in time, because we got to sell off all of our silage and stuff anyway. But that's crazy. I'm so happy that we've been able to do this so far. This is the biggest field I've ever had to work on, almost double the size that our biggest field in the last series was. And you can see how much further we're gonna go. Like we're gonna try to take this all the way up through here. It means buying this particular plot, these two plots, these two plots, and these two plots in order to finish this field off. That is a lot of land to buy, but it's what we're gonna do. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget, if you guys do enjoy, make sure you punch that like button for me, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.